I'm here with Louis House, former professional football player, now entrepreneur and leader, right, in School of Greatness.
Yeah,
so you'll tell us about how you've taken your insights and put from your podcasts, right, your podcast King, and now you put all that insight and information into a book that is more accessible
Yes.
for people. So tell us, how did all of this greatness come to be? And maybe start off with telling us, what is greatness?
Oh, good question. Yeah, it's something I ask at the end of every one of my podcast episodes to my guests. For me, I think it evolves over time, but right now, greatness is discovering and cultivating the unique gifts and talents that we were born with to live our dreams and make the maximum impact of people around us. For me, that's what it means, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then how did it all get started?
Yeah, how'd you get there?
You know, it got started by being in a lot of adversity, by struggling a lot. I was, my dream was to be a professional athlete. I achieved that dream, and then I got injured in my first season, so I had to retire. And at 23 years old, I had no clue what I was going to do next with my life. I didn't know, my whole identity was wrapped up in this dream.
Right, sure.
In being an athlete, I put my whole life into it. And so when it was over, I didn't have a backup plan. I didn't really go to school to study. I went to go to school to learn how to be a great athlete and make it to the next level. So I didn't have a degree yet. I left early, and this was in 2008, going into 2009. I didn't really know how to get a job. I didn't know what people would hire me for because I just was an athlete. So it stemmed from this adversity of how am I going to survive? How am I going to make it on my own? How am I going to afford my own apartment? I was living on my sister's couch for a year and a half. And that's when I started to reach out to mentors to find the guidance, to ask them the questions that could lead me into getting the results that I wanted to just live a better life. Fast forward 8 years now, it's been an incredible journey. Taken a lot of action, built a couple businesses, sold a couple, and I started this podcast a few years ago called School of Greatness because I was accessing these incredible minds, these great athletes, these great leaders, and I wanted to share that wisdom with the world because everyone was asking me, how'd you do it, how'd you do it? So I said, well, why don't I let you listen to my mentors, the people that I learned from, and share their stories and their lessons. That's where the podcast started out, and then it's been an incredible journey ever since.
Right.